Ready? Start. Sir, the learned Advocate General referred to the decision of a division bench of the Karnataka High Court reported in Dr. Shetty versus Shiva Salam, which, according to the learned Advocate General, has clearly ruled that even a writ of quo warranto is not maintainable before the High Court in respect of service matter of a government servant. Stop. Therefore, the present writ petitions are not maintainable and deserve to be rejected. Stop. In the above case, the question before the division bench was whether a petition under Article 226 of the Constitution seeking the issue of a writ of quo warranto against a person appointed to a civil post in the service of the state of Karnataka on the ground that he does not possess the qualification prescribed for the post is maintainable before the High Court, or it rails within the jurisdiction of the Karnataka Administrative Tribunal. Stop. Paragraph 5 of the above judgment can be noticed in order to appreciate the contention of the learned Advocate General. Stop. Para. The question as to what is the extent of conclusion of the jurisdiction of the High Courts under Article 226 of the Constitution consequent on the setting up of the administrative tribunals under that act came up for consideration before this court. Stop. In the said decision on interpretation of the Constitution as also the provisions of the Administrative Tribunals Act 1985, this court held that all disputes and complaints relating to service matters, that is, either with respect to recruitment or condition of service, falls within the jurisdiction of the administrative tribunals, and further, by virtue of section 2 of the said act, the jurisdiction of the high courts in respect of these matters stands totally excluded. Stop. This court further held that only questions relating to constitutional validity of any service law regulating recruitment and conditions of service, whether enacted by an appropriate legislature or by rules made by the president or the governor, as the case may be, under proviso to Article 3 of the Constitution, or by any executive order, were outside the scope of Article 3 and the jurisdiction of the administrative tribunals, and to that extent the jurisdiction under Article 2 of the Constitution has not been excluded and cannot be excluded. Stop. Para. The agreement of the learned Advocate General and learned Senior Counsel contended that this court alone has jurisdiction to entertain the writ petition, particularly a writ of quo warranto. Stop. He invited my attention to the following passage in the decision. Stop. The quo warranto proceeding affords a judicial remedy by which any person who holds an independent, substantive public office or franchise or liberty is called upon to show by what right he holds the said office, franchise, or liberty, so that his title to it may be duly determined, and in case the finding is that the holder of the office has no title, he would be ousted from that office by judicial order. Stop. In other words, the procedure of quo warranto gives the judiciary a weapon to control the executive from making appointments to public office against law and to protect a citizen from being deprived of public office to which he has a right. Stop. Para. These proceedings also tend to protect the public from usurpers of public office who might be allowed to continue either with the connivance of the executive or by reasons of its apathy. Stop. It will thus be seen that before a person can effectively claim a writ of quo warranto, he has to satisfy the court that the offence in question is a public office and is held by a usurper without legal authority, and that inevitably would lead to the inquiry. Stop.